Hey, what's going on YouTube? Back at it, got my framing lumber and all that good stuff. So today I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the framing. All right, like I said, I got most of my framing lumber. I did have a little issue, so I want to tell you this because this is something you should know, something that you might know, and something that you're probably gonna hear. So when you're using these posts like this is a solid 6x6 treated. Maybe that's where we go wrong, right? But I didn't really have the knowledge I have now when it came to building this. Plus, like I said before, it was just, I thought it was gonna be a temporary thing, just something to keep the sun off the roof of my RV. Well, now years later, obviously I'm doing this. But these posts twist like a son of a gun. And if you can see the difference in the texture here and the color, it's because I went ahead and planed down because the board is twisted so bad that I didn't have a straight line here from one post to the next. So I just kind of eyeballed it. I took off what I needed. This one could probably actually go a little bit more because it was twisted pretty bad. But now when I run my boards, my 2x6 will sit flush with my post and it's gonna make a much better connection. Hopefully not, I'll have all the warping and all that when I go to throw my steel up. So you see the chain here with the come along. I had to put that there because the twist, it actually bowed out. So think of it like a gut, like a belly. And this post kind of had a belly in it. And I put that there to kind of square it back up. So I put tension here, pull it in using the bottom of that post. And now it's pretty darn close. So now I can go ahead and start putting my girts on. I'm gonna install a temporary one here because I still need to put my post in. I'm waiting for a few things to get delivered and I'll start that. So I got all the exterior walls pretty much framed. I gotta work on this front right here, and this is where my garage door opening is gonna be. I'm gonna do a 10x10 opening. So I got my bracket set at 9 foot, 11 inches. So you take off a 1/2 inch on both sides to give you that 10-foot opening for the garage door, for that reveal. And it'll go up to 9 foot, 11 inches. I'll have a header going up to the roof, and then two, I don't know what you want to call them, 4-ply columns that I made. Because like I said before, previously, these posts here, these treated posts, they still do a good job, man. They twist, they warp. So what I did was I made 4-ply column, pretty much the same, actually cheaper than that. 4-ply column, 6x6 post base. Got them all screwed together, nailed together, all that good jazz. And got them put up around. There's another one here. Goes all the way to the top, makes a connection. All the way to the top, makes the connection, which is awesome because now it's taking that weight of that roof too, and it's coming down these poles where I didn't have before. Being like a newer to construction, not really know what I'm doing. That was one mistake that I made that I am putting a remedy on. So some other things I got to show you guys was I got, other than my brackets set in, I got my barrier down here. I got these all taped off with zip tape. So if you pick them up, they're all taped off with zip tape. Nothing's making a connection with the ground. Got this all done. Same thing all around the building. Perfect. Man, it looks good. I'm excited. Concrete looks good. All right, so for the goal for the day is I'm waiting on a delivery of some lumber. Is to make up my 4-ply columns for my corners. So for my corners right here in the front, and then for my garage door opening. I already got one kind of made up. I need one more 2x6x14 for the corner. I got 3 more coming for the other side. And then I got some 2x6x16s for the center part here. For the center part for my garage doors. So that's what we're doing today. Hope you've enjoyed it so far. I'll do better in the future, I promise. Recording. Appreciate you. All right, so what I do to make my 4-ply columns is I get them all flush. I'll go down, I'll screw some holes, some pilot holes, and then put my screws in, nail them off once I make sure the board's straight. And I also use this clamp to kind of squeeze them together and make sure they're tight. And then what I'll probably do once I'm done building is go through, put some through bolts through, just to snug them up some more, even though I think it might be a little overkill. All right, finishing out the day. Just wanted to show you the progress that I made. I got this pole made and put up, and this laminated column made and put up. Laminated columns, sandwich 2x6s, 4 of them. But got these walls pretty much done. I got to frame the windows, the door over here, and that'll be good for these walls. I might need to do something with this. What do you want to call it? A ceiling joist, or it's basically holding up the roof. And it's got some deflection in it because, like I said before, I was an idiot and I didn't know any better. But I'll have to do something with this, get some of that deflection out of it, support it some more. I got some 2x10s, 2x10 by 18s. It's an 18-foot span. And just like rule of thumb is like you can span it what the width is. So 2x10 can go 10 feet without deflection or minimal deflection. I sandwich these two together, that's 20, and that's gonna give me a span of 20 feet. This is 18, so it should have no deflection, or once again, minimal deflection. And that's a sag in your board. But I ain't there yet, we'll get there eventually. But I just wanna show you guys the progress that I made today. I had to wait for this lumber to get delivered. I even mowed the yard while I was waiting. Thanks again for watching. Subscribe, like, follow along, and we'll get this thing done. I'll take care.